Hey guys, so I don't know what is going on. I've been having the worst technical issues ever, but it's all good because I'm super excited to bring on my friend Stephanie Milky. She is gonna pop in here really quick to talk to us. Let me see here if I can just find her here. Stephanie, as soon as you showed up, let us know. But I'm gonna let her talk a little bit of her story. It's amazing. It's really awesome. So I think Stephanie is here. Let me bring her into the camera. Hey, hey. Making my ketones for today, and today I picked Amped. Of course, why not? Huh? It's my favorite. Hi, Stephanie.
How are ya?
Good. I just listened to your call and it was amazing. You were such an inspiration. It's so awesome.
Steve's always like, breathe. He thinks I talk too fast. I try so hard to talk slow. I feel like I just can't do it.
No, you did amazing. So we're not going to spend too much time because everybody has stuff to do, but it's so important. Thank you so much for being here in this live video with me, and I'll be posting on my YouTube page as well. So who is the Keto Mom? That's, I think, the first thing that comes into everybody's mind. Because, like, you hear so much, oh, I'm the keto this, I'm the keto this, but you are the Keto Mom. Well, who are you?
No, that's funny. Well, my name is Stephanie. I'm a stay-at-home mom. We've got 4 girls. We homeschool, and 3 years ago, my husband introduced me to a product that I think you're drinking and I'm drinking right now. You got the Blue Ocean. I'm drinking the Maui Punch. And honestly, I used to be a tired mom. And I didn't know that I was tired because I would say, Camila, you and I have a lot in common. I think that we're both optimistic. We're both go-getters. Most people probably wouldn't have looked at me and thought that I was tired or exhausted. But in reality, like, you were a tired mom, right? Like, you just didn't know what you didn't know. I thought, to be expected, I should be tired. That's not the case. So because we were fueling our bodies, I was fueling my body 3 years ago with garbage, pizza, chicken nuggets, corn dogs, Debbie snacks. And while I knew it wasn't the greatest food, I never struggled with my weight. So when my husband asked me to try something, this product, I was like, I'll try it because my husband asked me. But Camila, if you would have asked me, I probably would have said, like, I'm fine. Like, I don't need anything, right? So fast forward to today, well, first of all, I watched my husband do the strict keto diet for a long time. So if you're brand new and you're watching and you're like, what are ketones or ketosis? My husband 5 years ago wanted fat loss. So he tried the ketogenic diet. He was eating really high fat, moderate protein, low carb, tracking everything he ate. This is why I didn't want to do this. He was weighing his food, pricking his finger, and so if you do that, your body produces ketones. They're a fuel source and you feel amazing, but you have to go through the keto flu. You kind of go in and out of ketosis. So you've got to get it on point. And he did it. And he had great success with fat loss, right? And he was feeling better and he had more energy. I wasn't willing to do that because I was like, I don't have time to track my food. I've got 4 kids. Like, I don't want to weigh out. I just, you know what I mean? And even as moms, like, we clean off our kids' plates, right? Like, oh, I'm going to have that without even thinking. And so fast forward 3 years, this is what I've learned. I've learned that the ketogenic diet is powerful, but 85% of people don't stick with it very long because it's so restrictive. I've also learned that the power of ketones are really brain fuel. And so my husband and I have been fortunate enough to sit with these doctors and experts in the ketone space, along with Pruvit, because Pruvit, this company, leads with education. So we've gotten to listen to these people that understand ketones. And I was like, oh, it's not just about fat loss, although that's great, right? It's not just about the energy, although that's changed my life. I haven't taken a nap in 3 years. It's not just about the focus. It's just brain fuel. So that's when my kids drink it. People go, why do your kids eat low carb? Because I've been around this for 3 years and I've learned the power of food. Like, but you can't deny it, right? Like, if you're going to go eat a whole pizza, burger and fries, Debbie Sex, you're going to feel like garbage. I don't care who you are. You just accept it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And so our life just went from going, this rocked my world, to digging into, we switched our whole family to eating low carb, not in a day, not in a week. but we've tracked our entire progress, and it's been 3 years, and my husband's grandma drinks the product, and my kids drink the product, and there are so many benefits that most people go, I want fat loss, that's great, I'll help you. I want energy and focus, great, we'll help you. But everybody has their own story, just like you, Camila. Like, why do you love it? Why are you drinking it? You're a mom. Like, what has it done for you?
For me, it was like you said, it's like I actually was already on my health journey. So I was eating super good. I was working out, but I was still like, I need to nap at 3 o'clock.
Yep.
So sad, because that's like exactly when my kids were getting home from school, my older kids getting home from school. And I'm like, and I want to put them on TV so I can take a nap.
Yeah.
It's so sad. And I was in a really healthy journey, and I just couldn't tell that to anybody. And that's why my friend Shelly talked to me, and I was like, but no, I'm a health coach. I just do things with food. I cannot do this.
Yep.
But I found, you know what? Something needs to change. Like, I cannot live my life napping every single day or going to bed at 7 o'clock at night as soon as I put my kids to sleep. So I tried the ketones, not telling anybody, because I'm like, that's not real. That's not possible. And I did the whole thing, like, try it, stop, try again. And then I finally like, do you know what? I am doing it. People are already asking me why my skin is better, why I'm in a better mood, why I'm doing 2 workouts a day. And that's like something that I'm like, I've never do 2 workouts a day, and I was doing it. So I was like, do you know what? I think I better tell what I'm doing, because that's selfish.
Yes.
And that's how I opened my mouth. And so like, do you know what? I quit being selfish. I want everybody to feel that way. I want everybody to like do an upgrade in their life, because even if, like you said, you thought that was the normal, like, it's not.
Right.
It doesn't have to be.
Right.
It doesn't have to
100%.
be.
I think you hit the nail on the head. It's selfish of us not to share it. You know, I think a lot of people are skeptical, especially this day and age, right? Like, really? I mean, I tell people it's not a protein shake. It's not a meal replacement. What is it? It's ketones. What are ketones? Well, you just have to try it, right? Like, here's the deal. People, I get it. I get there's enough stuff out there for people to go, well, I don't know, or I've already tried something like that. No, you haven't. And if you haven't, then let us give it a solid shot, because we've learned so much. Like, I remember, Camila, talking to you the first time, and you're like, I don't know. Like, what are people going to think? Well, I've gotten to the point where, like, I don't care what you think. Like, I've never felt better, and I'm going to share it with other moms, and you can either join me or not join me, right? Or, like, you said I just led the call a little while ago. People, you're right. Like, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you'll finally do something about it, right? And so some people just go through their life of like, they complain and gripe, but they're not willing to fix it. You were sick and tired of going, hey, what I'm doing is not working. So if what you're doing is not working, let's change it and try something different, right? And so what we've been able to do is, first of all, we've changed our own life as moms, and then our families, and then we've also been able to inspire other women to do the same. And we just say, join us, come and join us. Try the product. I'll tell people, and I know you do, post a 5 below if you want to try a 5-day experience. I think that's what Camila did. She said, don't tell anybody, I'm going to try it, because you don't have to wait 30, 60, 90 days to feel this. This is something that, like, the product is powerful, but we help equip you to make this a lifestyle approach. We're not going to go, hey, cut all of your sugar and all of your carbs, and you've got to do this. No. The product, this is what the game changer is. This is what gets your head above the water. This is what goes, oh, I have energy to play with my kids. I've got energy to not have a 3 o'clock nap. I can stay up at night and chat with my husband. I can go for a run. This is the game changer. And then we help you switch over, and that's what we do with our family. It took us 9 months to switch our food over. And we're not perfect. If I eat pizza, guess what? I eat pizza. I'm going to feel like garbage. I know that, but I've got something to get me back on track. All too often, Camila, and I bet you've seen this when you were coaching before, people do really good for a short amount of time, but they don't have anything. Like, if they have a cheat weekend, then it's a cheat week, and then it's a month, and then a year, and people don't have something to get them back on track. So, like, if you were to go out with your friends, or say I had a birthday party with my daughter and I decided to eat the cupcake, the next day I've got something to go, okay, I'm going to get back on track and keep going. This is an excuse to eat it. This is just like my life preserver, right? This like goes, okay, I'm back on track. I may have slipped up, but guess what? It's better that I slipped up and got back on track versus waiting 6 months down the road and then coming back and getting help. So that's what you and I get to do.
Is about like the cheating meals and everything. Yep. And I think when you are drinking ketones once or twice, I don't know how many times you drink a day, but like I normally drink 1 or twice a day.
Yep.
It's much easier to be on track.
Yes, I do. So you're right.
It's okay to cheat because you like 80% or 90% of the time you are on track, because this helps you with appetite suppression. Because a lot of people eat because they're tired, right?
They eat out of habit. They eat because they're in front of a movie. They eat because their kids are at a ball game. They eat because there's no shortage of food around, right? I mean, it's easy to grab something. So for the first year, I drank 1 packet a day, and I would get up in the morning. I would eat eggs and bacon. I would eat a good high-fat breakfast with some avocado. I'd take the product mid-morning, and then I would do the best I could the rest of the day. Now I actually try to go to the gym early in the morning, so I'd get up around 5:30 or 6, depending on what time my class is at. I'll drink one in the morning, and then I drink another one around 1 or 2 o'clock, and I stay up late. So it gets me through those, like, the longer days. It gets me through, like, I'm not going to go grab something because I don't crave it anymore. And if I do crave it, here's the deal. If I do, I tell people, like, it hurts my stomach. Like, I'll only eat it for a little while, and I'll be like, mental note, I felt like garbage. Don't do that again, even though it tasted good. So you're right. It's powerful. Something that can reboot people's systems. You just posted a picture, but this is the last day you can get the reboot. Should we talk about that?
Yes. What is the reboot, and why me and you as healthy people, they're already in ketosis, why do we do that every month?
So what's fun is this. Pruvit created a product called Keto Max. We've got these phenomenal ketones. You drink, it puts you in ketosis in under an hour. So it took my husband 4 weeks to get his body there nutritionally. I drink the product, 1 hour I was in ketosis. So that's the difference between the diet and the product. Now, in February, Pruvit, the company, created an ecosystem to where you've got 24 hours of, we've got products. It's called the 60-hour reboot. And what you're going to do is, whether you are just starting your journey, you can do it whether you've been in ketosis for 6 months, whether you're taking the Keto Max, whether you're like, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is for anybody, not your kids. My kids would never do this. My kids drink the product and eat healthier, but they would not do the reboot. This is going to reset your system. So no different than, like, if your phone stops working or gets slow, you reset it really quick. Your TV, your computer, your car needs a reboot. Your car needs an oil change. Your body needs the same thing. So first of all, here's the deal. You can't get this whenever you want. And actually, today's the last day because everybody in the Pruvit community is doing this together. We've got thousands of people that on April 15th, that night, they're going to start. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our Keto Calm tea. So we've got this system to set you up for success. First of all, you're plugged into a private Facebook group to actually talk to the experts, because Camila and I are moms. We're passionate. But if you want to hear from doctors in the ketone space, you can do that. Like, we'll give you that info. But you're going to start with the tea. This is ketones in it, but it also calms you. You take this at night. And then we've got an entire system. The system, which comes in this cute little box, comes with the Keto Max that both Camila and I drink every day. It comes with the keto broth, which is like your lunch. It's kind of like a bone broth. There's different flavors. This is your lunch. And then we've got these little pills called AC11 capsules. It's called Signaling OS. I just dropped it on the ground. Hold on. But this Signaling OS, this pill that Pruvit has the patent on, I don't know if you can see that. It repairs your DNA. It helps with your telomeres. And I know that word is a big word. I'm not an expert. All I know is it lengthens them. It's longevity in your life. Like, this product and this system is phenomenal, and they've just begun. So what we do is, you can get this. If you want the reboot or more information, post reboot below. But you're done getting it today. If you don't join us now, you're going to have to join us in May. And you're going to have to watch all of us do it. Now, why do you want to do the reboot? If you want to reset your system, if you've hit a plateau, if you want to just know that and like go, hey, I'm ready to take my health seriously, I want you to be able to distinguish true hunger versus eating out of habit. Because all too often, we catch ourselves eating off our kids' plates or just eating when you're sitting in front of a movie. But when you're doing this reboot, you're like, oh, I was just going to grab that food off my kid's plate and I'm not even hungry, right? And so it helps people, like the plateau, it gets your mind right. It gets into, like, these products give you the electrolytes. They give you all the nutrients you need so you're not starving, but it's tapping into your stored fat. It is powerful. And so here's the deal. You get plugged into the group. We walk you through it. If for some reason you're like, day 2, this is really hard, you've got all of these thousands of people going, you can do it. You can make it. And then at the end, you feel so like, oh, I did it. My kids said, Mommy, please don't do it. You get hangry. And I was like, I can do it. And you did it. I did it. I felt phenomenal. You don't have to do it every month. Some people love to do a fast. Like, some people love that rebooting system. It's great for you. It's great for your skin. It's great for your brain. So yeah, you can do it once a month. That's why they only offer it once a month. If you want to do it every month, do it every month. If you're like, hey, I'll try it now and kind of get back on track, and then maybe you drink this product every day like we do that. I just tell people, get in where you fit in. Let us help you. If you're just kind of dabbling and you're like, that reboot scares me, try a 5-day experience from Camila. Try some of the flavors. Try and see what you think and give it a solid shot. Or just go, how do I even eat that way? Like I say, we'll help you eat that way. So what other questions do you have, Camila? Or what would you like to say? What was your favorite part of the reboot?
I think there's a lot of things, but a favorite part was like I was able to to realize like when I was eating because I was hungry and when I was bored.
Yes.
And I was always a person that needed to eat a lot of food. Like quantity was always too much.
Yep.
And nowadays it's like I don't need that much. And a lot of people say like, oh, you're gonna lose muscle, you're gonna this and that. Like it's not true because you're eating. You're using your fat,
yes,
for your to build everything on your body. So like it's so important. You don't need that much food.
Well, but you hold
ahead.
on. You said your muscle. People need to understand something. Ketones preserve muscle mass. So like if you're on a diet that's not keto, right? Like if you're on, say I went on a diet, the average diet, your body is utilizing your muscle and water weight. So if you're doing the keto diet or if you're doing the product, your body is tapping into stored fat. Fat loss is different than just like a diet. So like you're not losing muscle mass. You're actually keeping it on. That's why I tell people you actually have to get rid of your scale. And we're going to focus on your inches lost and how your clothes are fitting, because fat loss, true fat loss, is different than a diet, right? Like it's just the way that your body's doing all of that stuff. So again, I'm not 100% expert, but what I've learned is this: ketones preserve muscle. It helps you in the gym. It helps with performance. If you're not an athlete, guess what? Then it'll help you with everything else. The product is going to meet you where it needs to meet you at, really. Right?
Yeah. And I am a very little girl, and Stephanie too.
Yep.
And when I go to the gym and people see like, not the gym, but at home, like when they come here and see the weights that I carry, I'm like, I don't even know how I do that. But it's because the strength gain from the ketones.
Yes.
And that's one of the things in the box. It's like, I'm just saying because my hat told me to do that, but like it's something that I've proved. But Stephanie, I want to talk about three ways for doing the reboot really quick that I think after doing 2 times, it helped me a lot learning from other people and for myself. I call the good, the better, and the best.
Yes.
For the reboot. So the good, get a box of the reboot. Like post below here, send me a message and I can help with that. But get a box of reboot and do the 60 hours.
Yep.
That's the good. The best would be get a box of the reboot and a box of ketones. Yep. So you can start with your ketones. You have the ketones before the reboot, and then you do your reboot, and you have the ketones to follow.
Yep.
With that.
100%.
And the third option, that's like the best, and that's what I did. Okay. I wish I had done that before, but hey, what I learned. I got 2 boxes of reboot and a box of and I have, of course, I already have the box of ketones. That's the good thing of being a promoter. We get our ketones for free.
Yes.
So get a box of ketones and 2 reboots. And why do I do that? Because you cannot get the products from the reboot by itself on the Pruvit, on our Pruvit website.
Nope.
So if you start drinking the ketones, do the reboot for the 6 hours, and start slowly on the Wednesday. I had a hard time both times coming back from the reboot. Like eating a meal made me kind of like, oh, food.
Yeah. Yep.
So if you start that day slowly, you don't need to fast for one more day.
Yes.
But maybe integrate the better broth.
Yep.
Exactly. So you come like slowly. So that's definitely the best way. I'm not saying that's the only way, right? But because I already done 2 times. I had my husband doing with me. I had like just on my little private group, not the 20,000. I had like 20 something people doing with me. So like I've like last time the time. So I heard from different like types of people. So those are the 3 options. And anything else?
Well, and I think like you said, good, better, best. I do that with anything in life, even the way that we're eating. I'll tell people like there's good, better, best. There's, like there's good. taking the buns off the burgers, the croutons off the salad, lettuce wraps. Like we talk about eating a good with the product. There's better. Everything could be organic. Best could be super strict keto. But like, don't just look at this and go, I can't do any of that, so I give up. Like, we help you get in and go, what works best for you? Is it just the simple baby steps? Do you want to go like really hardcore keto with the product? Like, you get in where you fit in. You love the product. Don't mess up good for perfect. Like, start, because everybody wants to feel better, and let us help you. And then we just kind of navigate what's best for you. That's it.
Awesome. Awesome. So I hope everybody that's watching us is doing the reboot with us. And like Stephanie said, we have a community,
yes,
to hold your hands and do it with you, because we need it. It's not easy. Definitely not easy, but it can be done, and so empowering.
But remember this, if what you're doing is not working, you're going to have to change something, and we can help.
Yes, and it's simple. It's simple.
Okay, Camila. It was great talking
Thank you so much, Stephanie. It was nice talking to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.